your name?
My name is Billy.
Okay, nice to meet you, Billy. My name is Giselle. How are you today?
I'm feeling kind of nervous today.
That's all. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Okay, how do you usually spend your weekends?
I spend my weekend. We do some things. On Saturdays, I usually hang out with my friends, do housework and do housework. On Sundays, I focus more on study since tomorrow is really Monday.
Okay, very good. Now, which is your favorite part of the weekend?
My favorite part of the weekend is probably at night. Since in the morning I have to do chores. At noon I have to do chores. Afternoon I have to study. And only at night is when I am free. So that's my favorite part.
Okay, very good. Do you think your weekends are long enough?
Uh, I think they aren't enough. In my opinion, when Sundays are is just really a preparation for Monday. So I only have a Saturday as a day to relax from the hard work from school.
Okay, very good. How important do you think it is to have free time at the weekend?
I think it is partially important to have free time on the weekend. Since the weekend is really the day that we can relax, I appreciate a lot of free time. But you have to do housework as well. So a lot of free time doesn't let you to stay healthy or something.
Okay, well done. Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. So before you talk, you'll have a minute to think about what you're going to say and you can make notes if you wish. Okay, we have your paper and your pen. 8. Here's your topic. Describe an interesting discussion you had about how you spend your money. Okay, you have 1 minute. Okay, you can describe an interesting discussion you had about how you spend your money.
I guess interesting discussion I had with my cousin about an interesting discussion I had is about money. It's probably the conversation I had with my cousin on a weekend. And some weeks ago at the weekend, me and I and my cousin were discussing about some topics. Then I bring out a topic where I said to him, I usually spend my money on random stuff like snacks, games, the things that aren't really important. Um, I remember my cousin laughed before telling me the tip. The tip he uses. He said to split your money into three categories. Uh, in needs, savings, and fun. That way he can spend his time on fun on enjoy himself while not have low self-esteem. Uh, After that day, I used his tip and it really worked. It was interesting for me since that it helps me to learn a bunch of stuff on how to save and spend my money properly.
Okay, very good. Now, we've been talking about an interesting discussion you had about how you spend your money, and now I'd like to ask you some questions related to this. Okay, why do some parents give their children money to spend each week?
Some parents give their children money for some reasons and for a lot of reasons. The main reason is to train their self-independence. When the parent give their child the money, it helps the child to spend, and use the money correctly. The second reason why is probably as a reward. When children when the children do good things like sweeping the floors, studying, or getting a good score on tests, the parents give them money to give them a gesture that if you continue doing this, you get this reward.
Okay, very good. Do you agree that schools should teach children how to manage money?
Mm, that's a very interesting question, but I suppose yes. Uh, School is really about learning things, and they supposed to give children lessons about learning to use money to prepare them in the future.
Okay, very good. Do you think it is a good idea for students to earn money while studying?
I think it depends, honestly. Uh, uh, in universities, individuals usually work to pay their college fee, which which doesn't put the pressure on the parents to give their money to always give their money. But also, it may decrease their studying time, making them less intelligent.
Okay. Do you think it is true that in today's society, money cannot buy happiness?
Well, I think it depends. Some people use money to buy their favorite things like their dream car, dream house, or a nice vacation that gives them happiness. However, there are some things that cannot be bought with money, like family, trust, and teamwork.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well done. That's the end of the speaking test. Goodbye.